What are we waiting for? Life can be tough, so I need you more and more. You need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams, you need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams.
Yeah. So every morning after snoring, yes, I yearn for you. Thought it wasn't super serious, but now it's too much. I got a disease, so please let go of the clutch. You got the pedal to the metal and you're revving me up.
So slow down, I got a 2-car garage, so we can go and make sounds that
Call you Dale cause you weren't hearts. I'll be Tracy Chapman in a fast car.
What is this love? What are we waiting for? Life can be tough, so I need you more and more. You need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams, you need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams.
stop the rock.
Stop the rock.
Stop the rock.
Stop the rock.
Can't stop the rock. You can't stop the rock.
Stop the rock.
Stop the rock. Stop the rock. Can't stop the rock. You can't stop the rock. Can't stop the rock. You can't stop the rock. Can't stop the rock. You can't stop the rock. Can't stop the rock. You can't stop the rock. Can't stop the rock. You can't stop. Shake my paranoia, can't stop the rock. 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 Shake my paranoia, I'm moving, dancing like Madonna into the groove. Shake my paranoia, I'm moving, dancing like Madonna into the groove. Stop the rock, can't stop the rock, you can't stop the rock, can't stop the rock, you can't stop the rock, can't stop the rock, you can't stop the rock, can't stop the rock, you can't stop.
Down, down, baby. Down, down, baby. Down, down, baby. Down, down, baby.
Shake the rock like animal. Like the day at the waterhole. Shake the rock
wanted something to save, you wanted something to tame, you wanted me to come running when you called my name, you wanted something to train, girl, that you could keep on the chain, girl. Ever since you laid eyes on me, you've been barking up the wrong damn tree. Girl, you tried to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up out the holler. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. It's only one way this ends. Me running off you on the porch crying. Girl, I don't guess I can blame you for trying to fence me in, but that's your fault. Hell, you brought in this outside dog. I'm born to howl at the moon. You know I need me some room for chasing me all night and then sleeping till noon. Gonna do what I do, girl. Hell no, it ain't you, girl. Yeah, I've heard it before and I know that it hurts. Baby, you ain't the first girl who tried to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up out the holler. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. There's only one way this ends. Me running off you on the porch crying. Girl, I don't guess I can blame you for trying to fence me in, but that's your fault. Hell, you brought in this outside dog. Yes, outside dog. Ever since you laid eyes on me, you've been barking up the wrong damn tree. Girl, you tried to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up out the holler. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. There's only one way this ends. Me running off you on the porch crying. Girl, I don't guess I can blame you for trying to fence me in. That's your fault. Hell, you brought in this outside dog. Yeah, this outside dog.
Y'all gotta pump my taste. Hold up. Y'all can't talk about basic. Hold up. We mighty more Power Ranger. Hold up. Mine also dangerous. Hold up. Y'all talk outrageous. Hold up. Don't get caught in the matrix. Hold up. Got that touch my savior. Hold up. Give me that touch of my hater. Lyrics can't hear it no more. Stand up to the man, can't fear him no more. Sonogram don't feel it no more. You been driving a minute but can't steer it no more. Riding away but now you're chilling on shore. What's the use of being rich when your inside's poor? Like this, what you don't wanna see more? You wanna see more, but you wanna see sore.
Life done slowed you down, your body is acting up. Your mind is out of bounds, it's telling you pack it up. You shackle by thoughts and memories that's adding up. Like overseas, without a you feel alive like you can't have enough. You probably feel paralyzed if you ain't had a buck. You still feel paralyzed, the bucks and track. Friends is having kids, ain't adding up. What's the use of having a world with no love? What's the use of having a light with no plug? What's the use of ingredients with no sauce? What's the use of the physical with no source?
We flared up, flared up, flared up, flared up. We flared up, flared up, flared up. gotta pump my taste. Hold up. Y'all can't talk about basic. Hold up. We mighty more Power Ranger. Hold up. Mine also dangerous. Hold up. Y'all talk outrageous. Hold up. Don't get caught in the matrix. Hold up. Got that torch of my savior. Hold up. Keeping that torch of my haters.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really wanna brag. I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange. From the outlaw that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the pirate band. Sign this deal with a lobster hand. Freestyle like a bowling pin. Flex these bars on a dolphin fin. Life's too short, but I can't complain. Doing backflips on a candy cane. Ride my scooter with a cape at night. And I'ma high five me a traffic light. I blink twice, then I teleport. Got kicked out of the Trump resort. Bought this cloud on a payment plan. Then I ghosted out in a minivan. Might get my hand like a waffle cone. Spitting out syrup in the twilight zone. Got no job, but I'm on the clock. And you can't stop me, cause don't stop. Hey ladies, oh, when you're hot, yeah. When you're not, you're not. Nope. Hey fellas, oh, when you're hot, yeah. When you're not, you're not. You know I'm hot. How many licks till the pepper gon' pop? Told my cap it's the CEO. Then I moonwalked in a UFO. Mic my shoes with a Christmas wreath. Dropping these bars while I brush my teeth. Flipping this verse like a boomerang. Landed on stage in your backpack filled with a new disease. Telling my doubts I'm hard to please. Sounds on clouds, sing off key, and we're still too loud. Biscuit drops, the place explodes. Jumping through life in the and you can't stop me, 'cause don't stop. Hey ladies,
This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Detroit Lions. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they go play action with May. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll just get rid of it.
We'll have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in the zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
Off the play fake. Here's May. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. 36 yards. And the Lions have struck first in this NFC title game. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25. Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now is to go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
But after the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing here is May. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, they had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they delivered.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm.
I like that word. Just taking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Doctor. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Here's May. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
To the air, May. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. And the Lions are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
He completes it to Beckham. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got. And that's a heck of a run right there.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Lions continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And I think we're all starting to wonder with this early deficit, what will that do to their play calling? Do they feel like they have to be more aggressive? Because they're throwing to start the drive here, but it winds up incomplete.
From the gun, it's made. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. May looking to run. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
On the return is Peterson. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and, you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But when they really believe that would happen this well, this efficiently, I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Now he'll let it go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. Eric Ezukama, 63 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So what a start. It's not often you even get 3 possessions in a first quarter, but he now has 3 touchdown passes. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. Gets around him. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big, this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Looking to throw. May. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Completes it to Austin. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll throw with May. Now he's going to step up and run. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 2nd down and a yard. To throw, it's May. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you want. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying again another day.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now 3rd down and very long. Back to throw here. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it run across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Gain of 36 yards. That's good. On
1st down, he'll drop to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Back to throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Vikings are going to get the football back at their own 17. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Only able to gain a couple there. And that would bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 20-yard line.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will have the Vikings 1st down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
4 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's May. Now he's going to step up and run. And he wisely will throw that one away. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this 1st half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And he goes out right around the 39. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. Looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders as they stop him short of the line to gain. 2 minutes remain in the 1st half of this NFC Championship. defense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it with May. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The Lions move there. Look like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. Cougar 19. Dragon 60.
He'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And it is caught. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10.
They'll look to throw again. Stocker's got it. Complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
1st down.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Achane will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. So this now 34-0 with the extra point pending. And Charles, I thought these guys might have the advantage coming in, but I didn't expect this.
Well, I'm glad we're going with full transparency here because I didn't either. I thought we might be looking at a 24-20 type game, maybe 13-10 at the half. But this has been total, utter domination.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45.
This 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, May with it.
May drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll drop to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Vikings are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Looking deep here for Chase. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this is incomplete with the clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's out just shy of the 40. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year, and they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
And we'll get it down to 47 here. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
47-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He couldn't get rid, and he takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
A loss of 6.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
2nd and long. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. He'll dump this off to Achane. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. He was out there waving his arms. I mean, you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help. I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's May. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing here is May. He'll try and do this himself. And he finds Austin complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And the Vikings first down.
To the air, May. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
First down. First and goal, Minnesota.
Sanders will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like the Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. A quick throw complete out to Beckham. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And the Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. Now he'll tuck this and run. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown.
A great play there. 59 yards. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And the throw there is incomplete. We're in the 3rd quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Open man downfield is Chase. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That's good for the Lions. First down. 1st and 10 at the 46.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll set up a throw. He completes it to Beckham. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They'll set up to throw.
This ball nearly intercepted. Oh, once in a season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. 4th down, straight ahead.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He'll try to do it himself. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. To throw, it's May. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And the Vikings, first down.
They'll throw with May. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. May. That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From the shotgun, it's May. He'll try to pick it up himself.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of 30 before he's out of bounds.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And my goodness, another interception. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Lions 49, Vikings 21.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Well, he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
And the Vikings, first down.
He'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Well, this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
It's 2nd down and 10.
From the shotgun, May with it.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football the with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down the turf. Incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Purdy now to throw.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Off the play fake. Johnson making the catch. This is the tight end, Oliver. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 27 yards there. First down.
First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Looking to throw. Johnson.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
The ball comes out, and this is scooped up by the Lions.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Following the fumble recovery, Purdy. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And that is incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up...
So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, but he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. They do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it, and he'll just get rid of it.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away. facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead. And it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances. And that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And this will be a Vikings first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
13 yards on the play. And the Vikings
back to throw now on first down. This one caught by his tight end Oliver. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 48.
Going right, here's Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Operating from the gun, Johnson.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
This is caught at the 20. The Vikings get a signal for the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
33 yards on the play.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to draw that one free.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
First and
they'll look to throw again. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders.
Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every...
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
His kick is good.
Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
They got his man complete. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close.
The Lions are Super Bowl bound, the NFC champs. As we say, thanks for watching.
Los Angeles. Last stop in town before I hit the road. And it was hot. I said, man, point that fan at me. And I'll be good to go. Wasn't playing songs for long when came in candidly. But the prettiest young thing I ever saw. And she was hot. Well, nothing short of man.